Welcome back to Black Renaissance. Our next guest is no stranger to the show. Lucha Ramirez is the executive director of Cine+Mas, the 8th annual San Francisco Latino Film Festival, here to talk to us about diversity in the film festival. Welcome. It's so good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
You have been here before, and oftentimes talking about the film festival. And today we're talking a little bit about diversity in film and diversity in the festival in particular. Talk to me about that in its 8th year.
That's right. We're going into our 8th season this year, and diversity is important. That's part of the mission of the festival, is to celebrate diversity. But when it comes to the Latino community, sometimes we think it's a monolithic community, and it's not. There's a lot of variety there, whether you're talking about people with mostly European heritage or indigenous, but the most important, what sometimes is referred to as the third root, is African heritage. And so we're very excited that we have a good segment of films this year that speak to that.
And are these are largely afro-carribean films? What are the films addressing? What kinds of important issues are they bringing that may have been lacking in the past?
Right. So we have a variety of films. We have about 6 countries represented, whether it's Cuba, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Peru even. And all of these different films we have narrative films. So there's fiction films, there's documentaries. When we speak about the documentaries, we have a film out of Cuba, for example. So that really speaks to the people. It's shot on location. It's called Fidelandia, and it speaks about the revolution. And so it's really nice to see a documentary that goes on site and talks to Cubans as they experience life today, post-revolution.
Absolutely, and certainly there's so many different stories to tell across Latin America. Why is it so important to make sure those diverse voices are in there and are a part of this festival in particular?
I think just as in mainstream media or entertainment in the United States, we often speak about the absence of people of color. And it's almost the same issue when we're speaking about films from Latin America, where there's a degree of absence as well. So it's really great that we're seeing a lot of films that are coming out of these countries, whether it's Colombia or Cuba, where we see the Afro-Latino, Afro-Caribbean populations on film. You talk about Colombia. You have a film that you brought here today to give us a sample about. Tell us a little bit about it. Right. So the film that we have a clip for, it's called Siembra, and it's by first-time filmmakers Angela Osoria and Santiago Lozano. And it's a great film where it touches a little bit about conflict. Colombia had a lot of conflict, armed conflict. And so it's a story about rural life, urban life, and a broken society. And so the film itself, it's wonderful in that we're seeing it from the point of view of someone who is a fisherman that goes to the city and then tries to go back to his village. But there's trouble there too. It's not as easy to go back to something that you've been dispossessed from.
You can't always go home.
Exactly.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that, a clip from Siembra we have here.
Que Santa le vuelve lo suyo. Habla bonito. ¿Quiere sembrar? ¿Quiere sembrar? ¿Quiere tierra? Véala. Véala. Pero yo de acá donde estoy, no me voy a pasar trabajo a ese pueblo otra vez por allá, no. Mira si se va solo.
That is some powerful stuff. That film, one of many, showing very quickly. Where is that film showing?
We are going to be screening this film at Eastside Arts Alliance in Oakland, but we'll also be showing it at the Alamo Drafthouse in San Francisco. We go from September 16th through October 1st.
Okay, and you'll also be showing some of these films all over San Francisco as well? What other venues are we?
We have multiple venues: Alamo Drafthouse, Roxy Theater, Mission Cultural Center, Yerba Buena Center for the Arts, and we're probably going to still add more, so it's a matter of checking our website for those details.
Okay. Dates that this is going to be playing?
From September 16th through the October 1st. Most of these films screen twice. So the date for this particular film for sure at Eastside Arts Alliance on September 23rd.
Now, did you have a goal when you were sort of putting things together this year that you wanted a certain amount of diversity? Were you trying to achieve a certain percentage or a certain number of films that kind of brought the diversity?
It's one of those things that you really look at what comes in as far as submissions go, and then you start scouting other festivals around the world and seeing what's coming up in that circuit. Ideally, we do want to have that diversity that we recognize. In fact, it's part of our own crew, our own team that puts this together. So we often consult with each other to see what's the best way to have that representation.
It sounds like it's kind of a process of bringing more voices in and sort of getting that pipeline going.
That's exactly it. So it's important to see what's happening elsewhere. And here in the Bay Area, we frequently think of proximity to Mexico and a Mexican sort of a lineup. And frequently we do recognize that, but it's also important for us to have films from the Caribbean, from South America, Spain, and of course from here, from the United States.
And who was the filmmaker who we just saw there? That looked like a very intense, beautifully shot.
Yes, it's a beautiful film shot in black and white. It's by Angela Osorio and Santiago Lozano.
Okay.
And they're from Colombia.
From Colombia. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can't wait to see some of the stuff you guys have in store for us. Always an exciting event, and to see more diversity coming into it. I mean, it just excites you.
It is. It is. It's really great, and we have a lot of community support, and we're really happy to have various partners in the community to help put this big event together.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you for having me.
Lucho Ramirez. For more information on Cine+Mas, log on to sflatinofilmfestival.com. That's sflatinofilmfestival.com. We'll be right back with more Black Renaissance right after this.